Hey, it looks like we're live, so welcome back. More admin and code. Let's just get into it. So I'll put the code in the chat for the solutions that I have so far. Yeah, so day 3, part 2. So I got some of it done, but I think I might just want to start over. Not entirely start over, but start a bit more fresh. Because right now, I can get some of the numbers. They're a little messed up. And I could probably refactor this, but instead, I think I'm going to start with the day 1, or part 1, not day 1. Day 3, part 1 code. And see, because I had an idea. I was thinking about it later. And I think it might be better. So let me just copy paste this to B. Go. Yeah. Which, not super happy about doing it, but I think it will be better. Yeah, so I need to update it so that it has the gear. So, yeah. Gear. And then I'll check that here as well. Yeah, just... Let's see if content I equals star, then it's a gear. So yeah, I can just do the same thing, but just with the gear. There we go. Okay, and that should all be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just going to change symbol here to gear, and I think that like that already is closer than I was with the other two. Yeah, just like that. Well, it doesn't get 2 numbers, I guess. So, let me just see. So, what will this do? If I run this. Yes, we get to some of them, but I want to see just the numbers. So, if it is valid, then print the number. Actually, I want to do this on the test input. And I think it is the same test input. Yeah, it's the same as that one, so that's not good. Alright, so if I run it, I don't want to print a new line each time. Let's see, where am I doing that actually? I think it's up here. Nope. Yeah. So right there. I'll get rid of that. Because that makes it much harder to read. Okay. So yeah, that should get all the numbers that are next to a gear. That's already better than I had before. So what I need to do is get the numbers. So we're checking if they're near a gear. Then what we need to do is get the location of the gear, and then make some sort of an array that contains all the gears that we know about, and then set a number 1 and number 2 for it, because there's only ever going to be 2 numbers next to it. And then just put like whether or not that's already there in like some sort of boolean, so just a flag that can be set. Hang on, it's kind of not very good at explaining it, but I can sort of show what I mean. So I'll make another instruction for the gear. So this is just gear. And so this is going to have a few different things. So it'll have row as well as the column. Actually, there we go. So we need the row and column, and then we need the numbers. So num1, and it's just 4, and the num2 as well. And then we need just a flag that has number. Yeah. So we just need that one time because there's only ever going to be 2. So if once we find the first number, we'll set this equal to true, and then we know that we're on to the second number, if that makes any sense. And then, yeah, so we can do that. And then I can make an array of these gears. So this needs to be called gears. Just whatever size, it doesn't really matter. And then we'll need a gears index. And we're starting at 0. And then, yeah, we'll just populate it, basically like a stack. Yeah, so when we find a gear in here, so there's 2 places where we would find the gear. Yes, we said it is valid here. So, no, index plus plus. Yeah, so we set the number there. Then at the end we do this. So, so basically what we need to do is get the location of the gear. So, yeah, basically the gear row and gear column. So the column is the vertical height. Yeah, so if we find that, then we want to set it equal to whatever this is. So gear row equals W, and gear height, no, gear column rather, equals height, plus J and plus I. That should get the location of it. And we can do the same thing in here. Alright. And then we should have it at the end, if it is valid. And then we just want to basically put the gear on the stack using that. And we should have a number at this point. Yeah, so we can do that. First we need to check though if it is in the stack, but Or well, it's not. It is a stack. Okay, so we need to do the gears. Gears index equals gear. So we do need a gear. Current gear. So let's just make a current gear. So gear current gear equals, and so we need dot row equals gear row. So we should have it at this point because it is valid. So we should be setting this somewhere. Column equals gear column. Just like that. So we'll set that, and then the yeah. Then for now, now we could just string copy actually. Basically do this. Yeah. So I'm not getting rid of the other code in there because it doesn't really affect anything unless it gets really slow, but it's not going to, so it'll be fine. Yeah, so we just put this into the cur. Hello, Clueless11. How are you doing? Cur gear dot val. Yeah, dot num1. And yeah, we'll just put the number in there for now. But first, I will need to check if it already has a number, but for now I'm just gonna do this. I was hoping to get some help with Python if you're able to. Yeah, maybe. I don't use Python a lot, but I might be able to help with it. Okay, string copy needs, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, and I need to actually iterate the gears index here. Okay, and then at the end, I'm just, just gonna go through the stack, so I is less than, gears index, plus, and then I just want to print, maybe I'll just print I for now, so I can see the index of where we're at. Alright, so we got 4 of them. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, we do have the repeating ones, and that is fine. Actually, we got 5 of them, because, yeah, so that's fine. So, the way we would combat that, well, actually, that's what we want, this, really, but I just want to check if it already has one. Yeah, so, yeah, basically, we need to, check if gear, basically, is what it is, and we pass the gear row and the gear column, and this is int is gear, is that, and then if not is gear, then we want to do some stuff. But then if it already exists, well then we might not need that flag actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but, so let me make that function, check if gear, yeah, so this takes, size t height and size t, actually it's row and column, right? Row and column, and then we just need to basically iterate through and see if, yeah, we'll see if, iterate through the stack. Trying to import a module into Python to draw with Turtle. When I try, it says there's no module named polygons. How do I make a module named that? I already have a CDG file and the codes for a hexagon and some other shapes, but I don't really understand what exactly a module is. Alright, so, basically, if I understand correctly, what you're saying, a module, in this case, could also be called a library, and basically that's just someone else's code that you're importing, and then you can use it. So what you can do, we can search up for, let's see, polygons, Python, and you're gonna need to install it. Yeah, right here. So, when you install Python, this should be set up. You might have to set up, it's called pip, which is just the Python installer for packages. It might be called Python, or package installer for Python. That might be what pip means, I'm not sure exactly. But you basically run this command, and then it will install that onto your system, and it'll allow you to import it. Yeah, so this is the website for it. It's called PyPy, pypi.org, and that's where you can search for all the different modules / libraries, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, not that far into it. It's asking me to create the module itself. Yeah, this, when you install this, it creates it. That's what I mean. Well, it creates it on your system and allows you to use it. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I is less than gears index. Yeah, so I'm gonna check it, and then if gears I dot row equals row, and gears I dot column equals column, and return 1. Otherwise, just return 0 if we get to the end. Alright, perfect. So that should work then. So we should be able to check if it's in there. And then we can do different things. So yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Otherwise, we want to do, we don't want to create it, but we just want to do this. Clues 11 just followed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, otherwise we want to do it into num2. We don't have the current gear, so we might actually want to return the current gear from here. Okay. That might be a good idea. Yeah, actually. So gear, gear equals that. Yeah, that might be better. Or we could return the index and return -1 if there's no index, and then we could just that might be better actually. So gear index, and then if gear index equals -1, do this. Otherwise, we want to do it into the gear. Gear index dot num2. Yeah, there we go. So I think that'll work, and this we can do in here. Okay, that should work, I think. So we just need to update this function that we have here, the check if gear, and instead we want to just return I, because that's gonna be the index. Otherwise, we'll return -1. Okay, so let me build this now. Gear column is not defined. Okay, gear column. Yeah, so it's actually just column. Alright, so we ran it, and then we get this 0, 1, 2. Okay, so now I want to print out actually each of the numbers in it. Alright, so just gears I dot num1 and gears I dot num2. Okay, and do that. So let's see. Does programming get any easier? I don't know that I would say easier necessarily, but things become more intuitive to you, the more familiar you become with it. Yeah, well, so, like, learning something new is generally going to always be the same level of difficulty, but you can get better at it, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Alright, shoot, it did not work. No, it did work. Oh, shoot. So, so basically what I need to do is set the flag. So yeah, if it is that, then in here we can do here index dot. Let's see. So this this flag, we'll call it valid equals 1. Okay. So yeah, I'll change this to be valid. All right. So now, if gears I dot valid, then we'll print it out, and you should have all the numbers, all the valid numbers. There we go. Okay, so we got it. So now we just need to do the what it wants us to do with it. So it wants us to the second, wait, so is it multiplying them together? Let me see here. So 467 times 35. No, that's not it. Yeah, that is. No, that's not. Hang on. No, whoops, I actually typed it wrong. 467 times 35 is that. Alright, so that's what it wants us to do. So it wants us to multiply them each together. So, yeah, we have the sum here. Let me just move it afterward. And then I'll just do sum plus equals, whoops, plus equals gears I dot num1 times gears I dot num2. And I need to actually convert it to an integer. Okay. Alright, so now I don't need to print it out, and then you can print sum at the end. And we got 470,307. Alright, did not quite work. So it was close. So why did this happen? Gear ratio is that. And let me put that back so it prints out the numbers again. Did I mess one of them up? 598? No. Let me get rid of the other print statement that I have. And let's see. So those are all the numbers that we have. That should be right. 35. So is does this need to start at 1? No, that's not right. Wait, hang on. So how do I do this? Okay, yeah, I'm messing up with that. It should be right though. So if I open Python, 467 times 35 plus 755 times 598. 467, 835. All right, so that's what we want. Why is it not that? So it should be because we add this and then we add that. So that is a bit strange. Yeah, because we have all the numbers and they're right. But they're just a little off for some reason. It's the wrong number. So clearly something. Let me print this out and see if there's an issue with that, perhaps. Let's see that. That is still right. So why is it that? Let me multiply them in here. So it's just a new one then. And we get this and that. So 16, yeah, 345, 451, 490. Okay. So, oh shoot, you know what? Ah, man, I am actually not smart. I forgot to get rid of this. Okay, now if I run it, there we go. So this is now the right answer for that. So let me change it to the other input and see if it works. Oops. The actual input. And let's see what we get. Alright, that's a big number. We'll see if it's right. Let's go! Okay. Yeah. I was stuck on this for a long time easier, and I just had to step back. A long time yesterday. I just had to step back, and I got it. Okay, I'm happy about that. So, there we go. Day 3 is now completed. So, I will go ahead and push that. Completed day 3, part 2. There we go. Yeah. Just had to think of it in a different way. Okay. So, now on to day 4. Let's go. Okay, so day 4. Why is there a big gap here? I don't understand. A gondola, I don't know how to pronounce that word exactly, takes you up. Strangely, though, the ground doesn't seem to be coming with you. You're not climbing a mountain. As the circle of snow island recedes below you, an entire new landmass suddenly appears above you. The gondola carries you to the surface of the new island and lurches into the station. As you exit the gondola, the first thing you notice is that the air here is much warmer than it was on Snow Island. It's also quite humid. Is this where the water source is? Next thing you notice is an elf sitting on the floor across the station in what seems to be a pile of colorful square cards. Oh, hello. Yeah, I don't think here. Okay, this is the island after all. Got all these scratch cards as a gift, but I can't. Why does it link to that? Doesn't everyone know what that is? Okay, maybe not. As a gift, but I can't figure out what I want. Why isn't it linked to gondola? Okay. The elf leads you over to a pile of colorful cards. There you discover dozens of scratch cards, all with their opaque covering already scratched. Picking one up, it looks like each card has 2 lists of numbers separated by a vertical bar. Okay. A list of winning numbers, and then a list of numbers you have. Hi, bro. How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, you organize the information into a table. Your puzzle input. As far as the elf has been able to figure out, you have to figure out which of the numbers you have appear in the list of winning numbers. The first match takes the card worth 1 point, and each match after the first doubles the point value of that card. Okay, so in the above example, card 1 has 5 winning numbers. Alright, wait, hang on. Which one's the winning numbers? Up here in the list. The first match. Okay, hang on, wait. Winning numbers, and then the numbers you. Alright, so these are the winning numbers. I see. Card 1 has 5 winning numbers, and 8 numbers you have. Numbers you have, 4 of them are winning numbers. This means card 1 is worth 8 points. 1 for the first match, then doubled 3 times for each of the matches after the first. Okay. Okay. Then you add it all together. Okay. Just more string parsing stuff, basically. So, day 04A. Let me actually paste it. .sh, so I don't have to make it again. Oops. Day 04A. There we go. Alright, so min.c. Okay, 0. Hello world. Okay. There we go. Let me make sure it all works. All right, perfect. So yeah, I need to actually read from file again, but I might just, I'll just steal it again from myself. Okay. Actually, I need to do this. 03A. 4A. Let's see. Okay. And yeah, I just want to take this again because I don't want to write it again. Okay, there we go. So read from file. So I will also define my new again. Okay, and I need to make the test input. So touch on the test. Nope, actually, for a slash test input .txt. Okay, this one, and I will take the test input, and then I will read it from here. So yeah, just contents equals read from file test input. All right, let's go and let's print it out. Contents. I just completely messed it up. All right, and let's see. A04A. Okay, and I forgot all the includes, so include C type H and include string.h. Okay, that should be good then. Let's run this, and there we go. So we print it all out. So yeah, we need to parse this. Alright, so we can pretty much just ignore this and just work by it line by line, if I understand. So yeah, we can just ignore this. Yeah, and just parse it each line. So yeah, that should be pretty easy. Basically, for I equals 0, I is less than len of contents. Yeah, so I'll just do that. That should be fine then. Maybe, yeah, actually, and then if contents I equals, actually here, instead of doing this, I'll just alright, if it is a new line, then we just want to basically start over. So we'll reset things at the new line. Yeah. So, and we need like one global sum, n equals 0. And that is the points that we add up. So, so we need an array each time. Yeah, so maybe I'll initialize the array here, and then, yeah, then we'll just reset stuff in it. So the array will just be an integer array, winning numbers, nuns. Yeah, and it can just be whatever size. Actually, are they always the same size? Let me look at the input. No, it does not look like that is the case. So yeah, so I'll just do that number, and then I'll also have winning. I cannot spell winning index, and I'll start at 0. So when we encounter a number, well, it is the winning number side. Okay, so we'll need a flag for that. Is winning equals true by default, and then if we once we encounter this, it will become false. So I equals that, then is winning equals 0. Okay, and then that's how we can sort of differentiate. And let's see. So this we can say is winning equals 1 again. And that should be all that we need to do there. And also winning index equals 0. Yeah, because we have to reset that. So that is pretty much resetting stuff. I'll make this an else if. Alright, and then we need to check if it's a digit. But we actually, yeah, we need to then sort of generate the digit from there. So what's the best way of doing that? Maybe I can see wall is digit. Contents. Whoops, contents I. Okay, wall is digit. So if we encounter a digit, then we'll just start iterating through it. We can do I plus plus. Okay. And we can just sort of collect the digit in here. So how can I do that? Maybe it should be wrapped in an if statement. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. So if you digit content I, maybe I don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So Alright, something like that. And then I can do the digit in here. So let's see. The digit's always one or two numbers, right? Or one or two digits, rather. Is that correct? It looks like it to me. So I think we can just assume that's going to be true and do this. Actually, dig, 3. Yeah, so we won't initialize it with anything. But then we also need dig index. And we'll start at 0. Yeah, we can just do dig in plus, well, maybe we can do dig. Let's see, dig, dig in plus equals contents I. Is it -0 or +0? I don't remember. I think it's minus. And that should get the digit of that. And we should generate the digit at the end. So let me just print the digit. Like that. Okay, so let's see. What do we have? Unused variable sum. Unused variables. Okay. Set but not used. Let's see. Where did I forget that? That's 26. Alright, yeah, I think I messed something up. So, I see what it is. It wants me to do that. Okay. Alright, so I think, let me try running this then. And, no, I don't want to print the whole thing out. Okay, so we didn't get any digits, which is not good. So, contents I. Yeah, okay, do we iterate through that? We should a bunch of times. We don't end, so I messed something up. There we go. Yeah, now it should. Actually, I'm going to do equals, that. Alright, what is this? Let me not print the new one. Okay, yeah, so it didn't really generate the digit. Is it actually plus? It's +0. Yeah, okay. No, that's not right still. Hang on, how do you... And contents I, it's a character. Let me look at the ASCII table again. Yeah, right here. ASCII table. What do we got? Okay, I guess it doesn't want to load, so 48 is 0. Alright, let's see. So we have, let's say we have 0 here. That's 48. Yeah, so we just convert it. Yeah, we would subtract it. So that, contents I. Alright, so it's a number. Alright, let me print dig index -1. Yeah, why is it not? So I messed something up in the initialization of it. Okay, I clearly messed something up pretty bad. No, hang on, I want to print out contents I -0. You know what? I don't want to do that because it's a character. That is what the problem is actually. So now if I print it out at the end. Yeah, I forgot it was a string. So, alright. There we go. That is more like it. So we can get all the numbers. Okay, and then we want to use the numbers as digits, and then we can figure out what the winning numbers are. So basically what we can do is if is winning, this would be true by default, then we just want to we want to append it to the winning nums winning index equal plus equals a toy dig. Alright, and then at the end of each iteration, it's gonna have another for loop. 0. Index is less than winning index. Index plus, and then I just want to print out all of the digits that we have in here. So winning nums. Yes. Alright, and let's see what we get. Okay, we didn't get anything, so I messed something up bad. Index is less than winning index. Yeah, why don't we get anything? So winning should be equal to 1. Alright, we get that. Why don't we get anything in here? Okay, so it's never a new line? Huh. Why is it never a new line? I'm not sure. I'm gonna be right back. I have to use the restroom. Yes, just give me like 3 minutes. Okay, I am back now. With a minute to spare. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, it is not quite working. So it's never a new line, and I'm not sure why that is. So that is what I'm trying to figure out right now. Let's see. So we get how many iterations do we have? That doesn't seem like that many. So I feel like it only goes through one line. So that could be an issue. Maybe I should do this differently. I use less than random. Alright, what does that change? Or is it the same? I don't know, I can't tell if that's different. Okay, well it didn't change anything there. So we do get in here. Do I modify the contents any? No, it doesn't look like it. So maybe I should check this first though. I think this condition makes sense to check first, so I can do that. And oops, there we go. Okay, so let's see then. I don't think that's going to change anything, yeah. But, let me at the end print I. Well, I guess we don't save I, so just move it quickly. Just do that, and then print I at the end. And I can see how many iterations we have. Because we should have... Whoops. That's kind of funny. Okay. We should have quite a few. 294. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. 49. 6. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. So that's fine. We are iterating through it enough times. But we're just not getting a new line. So, what is messed up? Let me put I back into there. There we go. Okay. We definitely have new lines here, as you can see. I'm printing without the new line, actually. Which day is this? This is day 4 that I'm working on right now. This one. Just day 4, part 1. Scratch cards. I'm a little late, that's why I'm only on day 4. So, yeah, that is what I'm working on right now. So I'm trying to read this input, and then parse it. So we don't have any new lines. So they get removed. That is not good. So why does this happen? This is the test input. Let's see. So yeah, it looks fine there. Why? Okay, cool. What did I change that messed it up? So, contents. Four. It's not even all right. Yeah, it skips some. So something is very. Oh shoot! You know, it's because I iterate through it here. And then I skip over it one. Okay, that makes sense actually. So I need to do like I minus minus at the end there. There we go. That is a bit more like it. So yeah, there we go. So this should be printing out the winning numbers there. So that should be what we print here. So let me actually at the end just one of these so I can see it divided better. And I should have all the winning numbers here. So this is the last one. So we have 31, 18, 13, 56, and 72. Perfect. All right. So now that is good then. So I don't need to actually do this. This was just for testing purposes. So now if it day 5 part 2 made me big sad. Took a couple days to finish. Dang, is it that bad? How was part 1 though? Like not as bad or yeah. Well, obviously not as bad if you sit down specifically, but you know what I mean. Okay, so yeah, if we're not generating the winning numbers, then we need to check if it is one of the winning numbers. So let's see. I don't really want to do that. I can just part 1 not too bad. Okay. Okay. So let's see. So basically, we just need to check. Interested to see how you approach that one. I am interested too. Even though I don't know what it is, but alright, well it's less than winning next. Can't use I because that is here, so I'll just use sure. That's not gonna be confusing or anything. Okay, so then I want to do that. And then if winning nums in equals that of digit. Okay, if they're equal, we want to add it to the sum. Yes, that is how. No, we want to add 1 to the sum. So, but then we also need a current add, and that equals 1 by default. But then we double it. So, yeah, and we need to reset that in the new line as well. So, okay, yeah. So we just want to do sum plus equals cur add, and then cur add times equals 2. Okay, something like that, I think. Let me see. Let me see what actually happens then. So I don't know. Let's see. Let me just print the sum at the end, the integer. Let me see what we get. We get 22. So that is not right. It's supposed to be 13, so something's definitely messed up. But card 1 has 5 winning numbers. Okay. You have that. Those numbers, you have 4 of them. So, one for the first match, then double. Okay, so yeah, we have 1, we add 2, then we add 4. Yeah, I think I messed this part up. So, 1 for the first match, we add 2 to that, and we add 4. So then that's already 8. Double 3 times. Oh, okay. So we don't double it the first time. Hang on. Is that? Because hang on. Yeah. We have 1. Then we add 2. 4, then 8. So yeah, it must not get doubled the first time. 1 for the first match. Okay, hang on, let me see. And after each each match after the first doubles. Okay, so so we need, I guess I can just pretty easily do int is first equals 1, and then if not is first, then do this. Else is first equals 0, and we have to reset is first in here. Yeah, maybe this isn't a great way to do it, but it should work. Then we get 13. Okay, so that I think is pretty much it. Assuming I did it all correctly, which probably not, but we can always try. So let me just make an input.txt, and let me open it. Txt, there we go, and paste all that in there, and let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so do that, and we get 0. So, okay, input. Is this? Oh, that must not be in the right place. I opened the wrong one. I did. Okay. Okay. This happened way too many times. Alright. Let's see. So, okay. 20,750. Let's see. Let's see. That might not be right, but it might be right. Let's see. That's not the right answer. It's too high. Okay. So, okay. So it did not work. That's okay. Not mad. Alright. So, current ad. Yeah. 13 was right on that one. So this is gonna you print out all the numbers here. So it's too high. Let me not print the entire contents. Let me print just the winning numbers then. You know what? Let's see. So this, yeah, this would print all the winning numbers. It should. Well, actually, it's gonna print more than once though. So I should probably do that in here again. Just the same loop, really. Whoops. Okay, something like that. And then print f. Winning nums in. And let's see what we get for that. So I want divider again. And alright, so these are the winning numbers for the last part. Alright. There's no winning numbers on the last one, so that is not good. Did that new line affect me? No, okay. So that wasn't it. It was just alright. Yeah, so let me look. Last one. Here. All the way down right. 188. 91, 22, 42. Okay, yeah, so those all look right. And the first one's 188, and that's not right. Okay, I see what happened. Shoot, how did I mess up that bad? I forgot to ignore the first part of it. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, basically, I think I can do that just with a line index. Okay, yeah, that was really stupid. It'll be 0 by default. And we just want to do line index plus plus. Okay, not at the start though, at the end. And then we just have to reset it. Yeah, reset it on a new line. Because obviously it's a new line. So, yeah, so then we can just do line index equals 0 again. And then basically, if the line index and line index is greater than like 5, or what is it going to be? So, well, for this, it's 9. Well, 8, really. Ooh, but that's all formatted properly. So, yeah, so that should be fine then. We should be able to just use that. So, yeah. So I'll just do 9 then. Oops. No. Okay. Actually, it should be 8. Because... Did it even change? Alright, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, something like that. That... Is this less? It should be less. Yeah, I think that is. So, let's see. There we go. Alright, yeah, so it was just using the card numbers as well, and adding them to the winning numbers, because I forgot to ignore them. I guess I could also just check, for a semicolon. I could have made a function also that just, chops it up to the semicolon, but I didn't feel like doing that, so. Alright, well, I got it right, so that is what matters. So let's see part 2, then. You just use your right to report your findings. Realize the rules have been printed on the back of every card this whole time. There's no such thing as points. Instead, scratch cards will only cause you to win more scratch cards. Okay. You win copies of the scratch cards below the winning card, equal to the number of matches. So if the card 10 were to have 5 matching numbers, you would win 1 copy of each of cards 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, that's weird. Copies of scratch cards are stored like normal scratch cards and have the same card number as the card they copied. So if you win a copy of card 10 and has 5 matching numbers, it would win a copy of the same cards that the original card 10 won. This is very confusing. This process repeats until none of the copies cause you to win any more cards. Cards will never make a copy of a card past the table. So... Okay, so you win 1 copy each of cards 3 and 4. Okay, this is... Yeah, this is quite interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this is gonna be weird to approach. We kind of need to, basically take, might want to make that, chopping function. So I can chop it, just get rid of that part, and just sort of loop over it. Get the card number, and then store the line with the associated number. That'd probably be a good idea. The lines can vary in length. Okay. I think I might want to do that. Yeah, this is, yeah. Okay. So you have to then copy it and go through it. Also wins that. 4 instances of card 3 have 2 matching numbers, so you win 4 copies of that. 1 original and 3 copies. Wait, so card 3. Okay, this is very... 1 original and 3 copies. Have 2 matching numbers, so you win 4. But there is 4 instances of it. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. Let me actually... Yeah, just commit this. Yeah. So, they for part 1. Okay. Push it, and then copy and paste A04A to A04B. Okay. There we go. So yeah, the text input I think is the same. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna use that. Alright, so let me try to understand this. So you win 1 copy of each of the next 4 cards. Your original card 2 has that. Your copy of card 2 also wins 1 copy each. Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so that is... So what about, so could it go out of bounds then? So like if you have, if you have like a matching number here, because then you can't go past it. So I'm assuming that can't happen, right? If I understand. Yeah, I think so, I guess. Okay, we'll never make, all right. Yeah, I can just read this. It says, okay, so yeah. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do is, yeah, just make a function. So where it takes a line and chop by, actually I'll just make it chop by, so it's very specialized function. And then yeah, it'll just take a string. It's gonna return the string from where the colon is to the new line. So I think maybe it'll just take, I don't know, because then I would have to sort them all into lines and chop them individually, but I'd rather do it on the whole thing at once. Okay, how could I do that then? Trying to think. So maybe I won't do it that way, and I'll just ignore it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll think about it a different way. So the first number. Okay, first number. So yeah, I'm gonna need another loop in here. Yeah, I'll just do another first pass essentially, where I get all of the lines with their associated numbers, and then I'll loop over those instead. Do I want to loop over those instead, or can I just loop over it still and then just know the line number? No, I'll probably loop over those. So I'll make a structure then. Okay. And yeah, so this will just be a line. So we have line number. Okay, so the line number is what we'll put in here, and then we'll also have the rest of the line. So, and maybe I'll make it like this instead, and just arbitrary size. And then that way we don't have to worry about allocating anything. So then, so then, yeah, I need to loop over it. So I'll do it up here. Less than that. And maybe I'll make a stack for this as well, and just store it in there, and then loop over the stack rather than looping over the contents. Sure, line stack. So this will just be like that. Sure. It doesn't really matter. Line stack. It's kind of a long name, but whatever. Yeah, and then I will just append. I'll create a line here using what we have. So, yeah, we need to check if it's a new line again. Equals a new line. Then we want to do line. What do we want to do then? So we just want to make a new line essentially. Yes, we just do line number plus plus. So we need a line number. And I think it starts at 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Alright, this is kind of a weird way to do it, but I'm going to do it this way. Yes, we can iterate the line number, and then we always know what the line number is, so we don't actually have to read it. Then we just want to store the line after the semicolon. So I'm just going to do this again, make a flag. So before colon equals 1, and then if contents I, build a stack from the loop you already have. Yeah, I could do that. Is it? I don't know that it's really that. I guess, and then I could store the winning numbers for each line. Yeah, I could probably make it look a bit. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I have to deal with all these, but that's okay. Okay, yeah. So then I can actually have the winning numbers in here as well. And yeah, let me just make it. I don't think it has to be that large, so it can just be like 32. And then also I can have the winning index in here as well. And I can create the line with that, and then, okay, that makes sense. And then I'll do a loop on the stack afterward. Alright, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I can get rid of the winning index and winning numbers. And I'll keep these. So, well, I guess this, is first, is basically that. So, yeah. Where do I check is first? No. So that is something different, actually. That is a different. I thought that was for something else. But yeah, I can use this, and then if it's a colon, let me show you this. It's line number plus plus. Okay. And then if it is a colon, let's see, then I want to just change before colon. But in here I also need to set for colon to 0. Equals 1. And yeah, if it is a colon equals that, then yeah, then we just want to set for colon equals 0. And then that's when we can start tracking everything. So line number plus plus. So on not each iteration, but each new line, we want to reset the line. So let's see. I can make the line here. Yeah, just like that, I think. That'd be 0. And then yeah, I just want to do line. Well, no, I need a different one for each one, so that's not going to quite work. Yeah, but I mean, I have a stack of it, so that'll be fine then. So I can set it. Yeah, I can just change the numbers. So no, but I'm gonna modify. So let me make. I'm trying to think. How do I want to do that? So, well, we accumulate the winning numbers. Okay. Yeah, so that'll be fine. I can allocate it. Alright, I might not need to 0 initialize. I don't know. I'll see. And then here, instead of winning numbers, I want to. I don't really have to do this, but I'll do line.that. And also I want to reset. Well, I don't have to change anything in line because it'll be overwritten. But I might have to actually change it if I want to set the line.winning index equals 0 then, instead of this. And what else do we have in here? So yeah, the line number equals line number before we iterate it. Okay, something like that. And then we can set it in there, and then want to actually append it at the end. So I can do that here. Yes, we don't have the yeah, we can set it here. So okay, yeah, so this is just whatever the current line is. Alright, and I don't know where else I use that, so I can probably compile it and see what it says. Winning nodes. Oh, it doesn't have winning index. Oh, I can't set it to 0 though, so. Alright, and then winning index is undeclared, that's here. Yeah, so I need to line. Before colon is set but not used. Why is it should be? Oh yeah, because we don't check it yet. But I need to do that. So yeah, just if I guess I kind of check it here. So yeah, but now I can just do and before colon equals 0. Okay, so now if I do that, yeah, we print all that stuff out. That doesn't look right. I'm on the test input. So yeah, why does it do that? Why does it print 13 at the end? Oh, that's the sum at the end. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So yeah, I can do that, and now it's all stored in here, and the line number should have the correlating line number. So I could probably iterate over. No, I don't ever actually append it to the line stack, so I need to do that at the end here. So before I iterate this, I can do stack index plus plus. And maybe I'll actually do line stack that equals line. Okay, and then I should be able to iterate through the line stack. Yeah, and I'll just see what it is, first of all. Okay, and just print. Let's see, so what do we have? Line number, let's see that. Okay, and that is, yeah. There we go. So, okay, that did not work. So I messed up the line number. Wait. Yeah, this might not, it might be, it's sending it to the same thing probably, so that might not work out. They're all the same. Oh no, they're all 6. Why is the line number 6? Whoops. Line number 0. Okay, so it's 0. Oh wait, this. Okay, no, I just messed that up. Very bad. Line number 6. Okay, so that is, yeah, it is setting it. Okay, yeah, so it's setting it to the same thing, yeah. So I need to. Yeah, so I need to change it. Can I make it a pointer instead? I'll put it in the shape. And set it like that. And then do line a new mount. Would that work? I don't know. Line is a pointer. Dang. Okay. That's gonna be hard to change. Okay. Let's change it everywhere. How many are there? Oh, okay. I guess that's not that bad. I guess I can query replace it as well. Alright, and notice that happened for some reason. Oh yeah, dang. Oh shoot, because the dot, okay, and I just, okay, I'm gonna undo that. Because the dot is like, it's like all of it, essentially. So, yeah, I need to do that differently. Dot, there we go. Alright, so let's see then. And now it's all 0. Okay, yeah, so that didn't work either. How can I do that? Alright, let me undo all that. Go back to this stack. Alright, how can I not do that? Because I want it, purplelf, I believe, rated with 62 viewers. Wow, that's crazy. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm working on advent of code. Okay. That's very cool. Thank you. Yo, raid message. Let's go. Yo, yo. Okay, yeah, I'm working on advent of code day 4. Part 2 right now. Purplelf. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, my bad. Hope you're doing great. I am doing quite well. How are all of you guys doing? Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm doing quite well. Advent of code. Yeah. So part 2 right now. So basically, what we're doing is we have a card here. It's kind of confusing. Basically, we take these numbers. These are the winning numbers, like on a scratch-off ticket thing. Just did days 1 to 9. Very cool. Okay. That's cool. Did AOC 2 thinking she wouldn't like it, but ran through it. Well, nice. That's very cool. Okay. The early days tend to be super fun. Yeah. I've never actually, like, participated before this. Gabo SV. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce. I'm very bad at pronouncing names. Yeah, just followed. Thank you. Day 19 incoming. Alright, yeah. So, you guys are all already familiar with, Advent of Code then. With day 4 then, I assume. But yeah, I've never done Advent of Code before. This is my first time doing it. So yeah, it's been quite fun so far. Only on day 4 though, so, you know. Yeah, so I'm working on day 4. All right, let's see, where was I at? Yeah, basically, yeah, I'm taking all the different line numbers. Last year was my first time. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't looked at last year at all. So I don't know how it was. Yeah, and I never really followed anyone who did it, so I didn't know a whole lot about it going into it. Yeah, I know a little bit, obviously, but not much. Okay, yeah. So right now I am trying to get all these. So these are the winning numbers, and these are the active numbers, I suppose. Yeah, I'm trying to sort it into a structure. Yeah, sort it into a structure, and then print it out right now. So what I'm trying to do. Having some issues though. Okay. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm doing it kind of dirty, kind of dirty. That's kind of how all of my solutions have been. Okay. So, see, I don't want to print this out right now. But what do I want to do actually? Yeah. So I'm trying to set it equal to line number, and then I want to create a new one. Can't really do that. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work. Alright, you can't just initialize it like that. So, let me see. So, let me do line, new line. Initialize a new one, and then set it equal to the new one. Yeah, then it's all 0. So, yeah. I don't want it to overwrite. Actually, yeah, this printing line number here. Okay. I want to initialize this each time with a new one, except not on each loop. So, okay. Let me do, actually. This was maybe slightly easier in JavaScript. Yeah, it's probably a decent bit easier. Easier than in C because, mostly because of the string stuff. Because strings in C kind of can be hard to work with. Line unclear. Yeah, so I need to declare it. Yeah, so that's not going to work out. Okay. Strings are looking painful. Yes. Yeah. I actually did something with for one of the challenges where I had it was let me see. So I'm trying to think. It was basically a 2D array of strings. So it's basically an array of arrays, since strings in C are arrays essentially. Yeah, and that was quite interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this, I'm gonna do that. I really want to send it here though. Yeah, I was kind of messing around. I'm trying to figure some things out. Okay. So I can't. That won't work. No, not that. If just I. That's not really needed actually. That won't do anything. Because I already do that. So I don't know why. Yeah. I want to. Okay. Alright, yeah, I think I need to do that. And then, actually, instead I could have a1 equals something like that, I think. Okay. So I set it, no. Let me, print out line dot one number, and you see what I get from that. And it's, not that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me make it a pointer instead. So I'm gonna have to do some things for that. Okay. So I can just query replace it and line dot. Okay, there we go. Do that, and then, yeah, and then I want to new line. It needs to be a pointer actually. New line equals allocate it, and then I can copy. Let me see how to use that function actually, because I don't always remember. So destination is new line, and I want to copy all the contents of line, and then the size, I think it is like this. Okay, yeah, and then I can set that. So let's see. Shoot, actually I did the query replace wrong. Yeah, instead I want to do it like this. That is one dot. Yeah, okay, just the new line needs to be changed. So yeah, where have I used that? So it was only one place, so it wasn't that. New line. Okay, yeah, I just did it backwards. Alright, okay. That should be copying it though, so don't want to do this. What else do I have in here? So I have that, but I don't set any of that. I do have the winning numbers though for each one. It should be the same each time though, so I don't think that matters. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. I am very stupid. I was printing out the wrong value, and I was wondering why it wasn't changing. Okay. Alright, let me undo some things. That's actually fun to say. Yeah, so I didn't, I don't need this. I was printing out this, but I really want to do line stack. Okay. Yep, that is a thing that I did. Alright, and now it is right. Okay, so it was right the whole time. Just printing out the wrong value. Okay. Yeah, so now I can print that. So the line numbers are all right. It should be 1 through 6. That is correct. And then I want to actually print all the winning numbers. Winning is less than, stack I dot winning index. Do this. Alright, and then I just want to print out the numbers for that. Dot winning nums j, or winnings. Okay, something like that. And don't have any, so I do I not actually append that? Okay, something's not right. Line stack I dot winning. Let's see. Let's print that out. 0 each time, so that is not good. Okay, so do I not iterate it? Line dot winning index. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, but do I not set it? I can't do that. I have to do this after. Okay, so that's why it's 0. Alright, there we go. So that is still not quite right. Winning index. Let me just print that out. I'll let all this out. Okay, and let's see. So alright, the winning index is 5 each time. I think that is what we have here. So yeah, that's fine. So that is fine, but it doesn't actually print them out. So Do we not actually append numbers? Or did I do it wrong? So line stack I dot winning nums. Do we not set it up? I must not. Line dot winning nums. Because we don't print anything out at all. Whoops. Okay. Let me just see. Shoot. Alright, yeah, let me see. So it is printing out numbers. Okay. But only one of them. Oh, I see what it is. I'm iterating the wrong number here. Okay. There we go. That's what I want to iterate. Okay. There we go. So these are all the numbers then. So if I actually print here, now something like that, then it'll be easier to tell them apart. Okay, so that is all of the winning numbers. Wait, 13. 72. What is this? Where is the 13 from? Oh, shoot. Actually, am I? No, I am. So, wait a second. 31. Why is there? Oh, it's this again at the end. So let me actually add a text to this. Okay, there we go. So that's what it is. That is right then. Okay. So, yeah. So I have all the winning numbers, and then I need to store all the other numbers as well. And what am I doing? Yeah. So I have the winning numbers. Maybe I want to store. Yeah. Then I want to just store the rest of the line. So I can probably How can I? All right, I can do. Yes, right. I can have that. And I need to actually. Yeah, so it zero initializes it all, so that'll be fine. So it'll be set to 0, and then I can do. Yeah, I also need line.line. Nope, that's fine. Actually, could I just use that line index? Yeah, probably could do that. Wait, do I already set that? No. Alright, so I just want to, for each one, do line.line, line index equals the current character. Unless it's a new line though, right? I guess even if it is a new line, it should be fine. Yeah, so we'll have the new line at the end. And okay, and I don't need the line index in there then. So let me try doing that. So I'll comment this out and just print line stack I dot line. And let's see what I get. So I might have forgot to do something, but okay, so we do get the line with an extra C at the beginning. And we don't get all the numbers. Shoot, but we need to get all the numbers. So maybe I should just append the numbers. Because that's all that I really need. So yeah, maybe I won't store the line. I'll just store the actual numbers. And it'll be the same thing. So 32 should be enough. Yeah, it shouldn't be more than that. So yeah, and then I'll append them here. Instead of doing all this, I'll append only the winning ones. Yeah, no, only the. Well, so I have the actual ones are gonna be the same. I'm trying to think about how this would work. Yeah, because it doesn't matter if they're not. So I can append them here in the same way. So line.actual nums, line.actual nums, I need to add this. Actual index plus equals that. All right, perfect. So then I can do that, and I shouldn't need any of this. And I need to make this so actual index, and it'll be starting at 0. All right, and then I can print all of those here in the same way. So I think are they? No, there's a different amount of them. So yeah, these are the winning numbers. And then I can do actuals is less than line stack I dot actual index. And I need to actually set that equal to 0. I can't forget to do that. So actual index equals 0. That's quite important. Okay. And do actuals plus plus. Alright, and I can just print them out. I got actual nums. Actuals. Okay. Kind of a weird variable name, but right, and set but not used. Alright, I'm messing up. Where did I get 9.1? Oh yeah. Here, let me see. Okay. Did my internet die? I think it's still good, hopefully. Okay. Let me see. So where did I do that? Alright, that actually had the line number, so right here. Yeah, I don't need that. Alright, and now let me run it, and these should be all the actual numbers. Oh shoot. Actually, did I iterate the wrong thing again? Okay. It only printed out one time, and that's not quite right. Internet fine. Okay, good. Yeah, it's just sometimes my Twitch, it just disconnects, and then it looks like it died. Alright, so those are 84. Where is that? 284. So I don't know what it's printing in. Oh shoot. Actually, yeah, it's only the winning ones. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Alright. So those are all the winning numbers then. Okay, so that should be fine. Let me print this as well. So I can see for each card. There we go, yeah. Alright, I see now. So that's pretty easy to read then. Okay, so now I need to look at the current card number, and then based on however many winning numbers there are, which I can actually figure that out because I have the index, so I just subtract 1 from it, and that's the total number. No, actually I don't need to subtract 1. 1 sec. I should probably make a variable for this so I don't have to keep typing out, but whatever. Actual index. Yeah, so that should actually be the number of winning ones for each one. It doesn't matter. We're fine. Yeah, because you have 0, 0, 1. Yeah, so I don't need to subtract anything from. That's just if you're using it as an index. Okay. So I can do that then. And then I know how many copies of each next one to make. So it says it'll never go out of bounds, so I don't think I have to worry about that. But basically, I just need to... Yeah, so that's going to make it a bit difficult to copy. Because it's hard to just... hard to just push it onto there. So... I might not need to, though. So the index is always going to be the current ID minus 1. The index in the array. So I can do that. Shoot, but I can't... yeah, so that'll be fine then. So basically... yeah, I think what I can do is so for each one in here, so this is each of the winning numbers that we have. It doesn't really matter what they are. Okay, and then one instance of card 1, that 30 scratch cards. Okay. Alright, so that's how many we're trying to end up with. So if we just push it onto the stack, then the stack size should be the amount of cards that we have. So that should be fine. So I want to actually print that. So this sum doesn't matter anymore. But this line stack index does matter. Okay. So basically I want to for each one of these, I'm gonna need an integer for this. And this is just the copy number. I don't really know how to name this. Basically, 1. So that's what we're gonna add to the current index. But the current index minus 1. Yeah, okay. So maybe I should make it 0 then. No. Current index minus 1. Okay, I'm trying to think. So the logic's a little weird because of 0 indexing, but alright, so we want to make a copy 4 matching numbers. So basically, line copy equals equals line stack I. So that is the current one that we have. So we want to get the next one. Plus copy number. Copy number. Yeah, just that. We're basically making a copy of it, and then we want to push that onto the stack. So then line stack line stack index plus plus equals copy. Okay, something like that. And then I want to do copy number plus plus for each one. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. Something like that. And I messed some stuff up. Where am I printing that out? Right here. So alright, that's okay. So then at the end, yeah, I just want to print the line stack index and see what I get. So 40. And that's not right. So I was supposed to have 30. So somewhere I messed up. Okay, so let's print how many times we change the line stack index. So actually here, yeah. Print the line stack index after we change it. So next change. And let's see. So and also maybe I'll print the ID of the current one. So it is just actually it is line stack index. No, I. Hang on. Yeah, it's just I dot ID. I think it's ID is what probably. Alright, and then I can see no member name ID. Alright, what's it called? Line number. Alright, perfect. Line number. Okay. Now if I run it, then ID is 4. Okay, so it gets changed that many times because the 4 is the last one. But then it changes it a lot of times, so I don't think it's supposed to do it that many times. Alright, line 1 changed it 4 times, so that's right. And then line 2 is 2 times. Line 3, let's see. Have 2 matching numbers. Yeah, so then it changes it after as well. Okay, let me count the number of line 3. So this one says line 3 have 2 matching numbers, so you win 4 copies. Shoot, you know what? I actually have to do. I did this wrong. This needs to take into account the current ID rather than the actual one. So this needs to be line stack I dot line number minus 1. That's what I need to do. Because so that would be like 1. So yeah. Because when we push it onto the top, it'll be different. So let's see. Now it's 30. Okay. Yeah. So to explain it, basically, we push onto the top, and then the line stack index changes. Even though it's a duplicate of the other one, so we need to base it on the ID of it rather than the line number rather than the index. If that makes any sense. Hopefully, I explained it good enough. I don't know if I did. All right, I think it'll work now. Assuming I didn't make any big mistakes. Okay. Sum is 51. I really feel like that's not right. It's not the right answer. Okay. Yeah, so I did not think it was. Because this is quite a bit of stuff here. We already have more than that. So, yeah. Obviously, that's not going to be let me run it again. In exchange. Yeah, oh, shoot. You know what? For some reason, it gets set to that. 2048. Okay. Yeah, so here it's way higher. I didn't even read that. Here it is way higher. And then when it gets to 50, why does it stop it? Oh, shoot. You know what? I might need to make it bigger. Shoot. No, that should be fine. Hang on. Shoot, this might... Did this overflow? Alright, that's actually probably too much. Let's see. This JavaScript looks weird to me. Yeah, it's not JavaScript. Okay, I think that was the issue. Ooh. And I think something broke because... Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, so it was not a large enough array. Okay. Shoot. I think it's looping forever because... Oh, shoot, no, but it's just going back through. So it might even need to be larger than that. I don't know. We'll see. This is... Okay. The answer is large. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think it went out of bounds again. So I need to make this even more. So that is 1,000. That's already a lot. Maybe that'll be enough. Shoot. Oh, shoot. That's probably an overflow. Hang on. So can I... let's see. Maybe that'll be enough. Okay. It was over 7 million. Okay. Yeah. This might not work out. Maybe I need to save it in a different way. Just save the index. Okay. That might be a good idea. Rather than adding it to the stack, a new one, I can just, I can make an array of, based on the winning numbers, the amount, the indexes next ones that you go to. I don't know though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just run this for a while. I don't know. Shoot. That's getting pretty large. My fans on my computer are going crazy. Okay. I could probably not print it though. And that would make it a lot better. Okay. Yeah, get rid of all of these. That's gonna make it go a lot faster. Okay, and it still died, so I think it needs to be larger. Alright, and that's too large, so... That is also too large. Okay, let's see. Alright, alright, well, I don't think that's right then, because that's not over 7 million, but I can try it. Okay, so, yeah, I'm assuming it's not right then. That is right, okay. So, yeah, not quite 7 million, though, but it was right. Okay, 5 million, almost 6 million. That's pretty close to 7 million. Okay, well, it did work out. That's probably not the best way to do it. But yeah, getting rid of those print statements was a good idea. Okay, well, I mean, it worked. All right. Okay. This has been quite productive. Okay, so yeah. Solution for day 4, part 2. Alright, so, let's see. Completed day 4. Alright, yeah, I'll probably look at day 5. I might not be able to complete it today. Mine runs in 15 milliseconds. Alright, let me see how slow mine is. Okay, almost a whole second. And if I get rid of... There's probably a lot of stuff I could do to make it better. Let me get rid of all the print statements, actually. Okay, that's to start. That doesn't really affect it much, though. So there is that. Yeah, that's still pretty slow. Yeah, I don't really care about optimizing. Yeah, almost a second, so pretty slow. I could do it better if the way I was talking about, where instead of pushing the new one, just say the indexes, but I'm not going to worry about optimizing it, because it doesn't matter. So, day 5, let's see. Let me actually... It's still very doable for AOC as long as it doesn't take 300 years. You now become one of the AOCers, meaning you have to blitz through them all now. Blitz through them all? Okay, 5. Can't even type. Okay. That's the other one. Alright, yeah. Make sure it's working. Perfect. So let's see what we've got. Okay, 300 years. Hint, hint. Alright, day 5. So, take the boat and find the gardener. Giant garden that looks more to you like a farm. A water source. Okay, I don't want to read it all. Ran out of sand to filter. What is this? Sand filter. Okay, I like how it links to random things. Can't make snow with dirty water. Don't worry. Sure we'll get more sand soon. His face sinks. Okay, I've been busy making sure everyone here has food. I completely forgot to check why we stopped getting more sand. Okay, we barely have time to agree on this request when he brings up another. While you wait for the ferry, maybe you can help us with our food production problem. Okay, just arrived and we're having trouble making sense of it. List all of the seeds that need to be planted. It also lists what type of soil to use with each kind of seed, what type of fertilizer to use with each kind of soil, what type of water to use with each kind of fertilizer, and so on. Every type of seed, soil, fertilizer, and so on is identified with a number. But numbers are reused by each category. That is, soil 1, 2, 3 and fertilizer 1, 2, 3 aren't necessarily related to each other. Okay. For example, this. Dang. Alright. This is probably going to be confusing, but okay. Starts by listing which seeds need to be planted. Seeds 79, 14, 55, and 13. Okay. So those are the seeds. The rest of it contains list of maps which describe how to convert numbers from a source category into numbers in a destination category. That is, the selection that starts with seed to soil map describes how to convert a seed number to a soil number. Okay. The destination. This lets the gardener and his team know which soil. Alright, this is very confusing, but okay. Ranges of numbers that can be converted. Each line within the map contains 3 numbers. The destination range start, the source range start, and the range length. Okay. Seed to soil map, so that is the first one. Okay, so 50, 98, 2, 52, 50, 48. The first line has a destination range of 50, a source range of 98, and a range length of 2. Source range starts at 98 and contains 2 values, 98 and 99. The destination range is the same length, but it starts at 50. So its values are 50 and 51. With this information, you know that the seed number 98 corresponds to soil number 50, and the seed number 99 corresponds to soil number 51. Okay. Okay. Second line means that the source range starts at 50. Okay, starts at 50 and contains 48 values. Wait, 50, 51, all the way to that. This corresponds to the... I feel like day 5 could have easily been 13 to 15 in any other AOC year. Is it that bad? I guess this is pretty confusing. I heard someone saying that day 2, or day 5 part 2, is very, very difficult. So, well, I don't know, that I'm kind of looking forward to it, but also scared. Okay, so starting 52 and also containing 48 values. Okay, so seed number 53 corresponds to soil number 55. Okay. 53 corresponds. Wait, so where did 55 come from? Starting 52 and also containing 48 values. So seed number 53. Where did 55 come from? I don't quite understand that. Okay, yeah, I need to probably reread that. So, looks like this. You can look at the soil number. 79 corresponds to soil number 81. 79. Okay. This example is 35. Okay, yeah. I need to reread this entire thing, because I don't understand what any of it means. So, 79, 14, 55, and 13. Alright, these are the seeds. Okay. First line has a destination start, 50, and a source range start of 98, and a range length of 2. Okay, starts at 98, contains 2 values, 98 and 99. It's the same length, but it starts at 50, so its 2 values are 50 and 51. Seed number 98 corresponds to 50, and 99 and 51. Okay, I get that then. So, yeah. 50. Okay. Okay, and then the second one. Okay. Second line means that the source range starts at 50 and contains 48 values, 50, 51, all the way to 97. This corresponds to a destination range starting at 52 Okay. And containing 48 values to 99. So seed number 53 corresponds to soil number 55. Okay. I see. Because they're two different. Any source numbers that aren't mapped correspond to the same destination number. So seed number 10 corresponds to soil number 10. Nika Coder followed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So the entire list of seed numbers. Okay. That aren't mapped correspond to the same destination number. So seed number 10. Okay. Okay. And this is confusing. Okay. SchoolyB is gifting 5 community subs. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Yeah, shout out to SchoolyB. That's mega pod. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. So, all right. So yeah, I don't understand this at all. All right. First line. Okay. So, range start of 50, source range start of 98, and a range length of 2. Okay. Starts at 98 and contains 2 values. I don't understand. Let me just read the file. Yeah, I'll just read the file and then figure it out from there. So let me just grab this and not see in here and just grab some of these things. Okay, now I just need to create the file. So let me okay, so input.txt and input.txt. And so this is the test input right here. Okay, so that's what I need to read. So read from file. And then I'll just print the contents. And maybe I can figure something out. Okay, and I need the includes. I also need a C type. Alright, that should be all that I need for that. And there we go, we can print it out. So first of all, I could probably let me look at the actual input. Don't need this one anymore. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of numbers in here. So what we're gonna need to do, it always is the same. So we're gonna probably need a structure for this. Structure, yeah, and then a list, an array. Yeah, okay. So a structure. Let me do this actually. And so this is gonna be, this is just the how's it called? Just map. Okay, sure. Map. So yeah, we have seeds, which is an array of integers. Okay, and I don't know. That might be too much. 1000. It'll be fine. So yeah, and then we have seed soil. Maybe I'll just call it dang, I can't spell that word. Fertilizer. Soil. Water. And let's see, what else do we have? Light. Oops. Okay. Humidity. Okay, humidity and pH. Alright, and that should be it then. Unless I missed one, but I did. Missed temperature. There we go. And that should be good then. So we have all those, and we need to store them. So the way that we know we're onto a new one is when we encounter a colon. So whenever it's a colon, that means we go to the next thing. So, let me think how I could do that. So basically, maybe it should be an array of arrays instead. Could that be a thing? Because I'm trying to think. So I could use that then as an index where the first one is going to be this. That makes it harder to name it, but I don't think that really would matter then. So basically, int map. Yeah, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Yeah, 8 of that size. And then we don't need this, and we can use that as the index. So basically, 0 is less than it's sure. Yeah, so that doesn't really matter that I'm doing it in the loop because it'll be optimized out or whatever. And then basically we just want the 0, except on the first semicolon we don't want that. So I think I can just do this. Really, I think that'll be fine. And then I can just do index plus plus if we encounter a semicolon equals no, not a semicolon, just a regular colon. Then we iterate that. And then that's how we know which one we are currently inserting into. Okay. So then we can store all the numbers in there, but does that then should we loop through it afterward to figure things out, or should we figure it out while we're in there? Because now that I'm thinking, I don't know. I'll put it into the array, and then I will figure out how to go from there. So yeah, just if this digit no, that's all right. Content I. Then we want to do well is content I. Then we want to do stuff. So let me make a string here for the number. So num, and let's see. So what is let's see. Just yeah, the max size, it probably won't be more than like 32, we'll say. Might use a lot of memory, but I don't know. So it'll be fine. So I'll do that, and then I will just basically append to the number. So num index 0, and just num index equals plus equals content I. And then yeah, I will null termination. Not I, but num index. There we go. So that'll null terminate it, and then I can just basically place this into here. But now I'm thinking I do need an index. So a size rather for each one. So maybe I could have another one. Where I do something like this. Would that work? Or basically index 8 like that, and then each one has the current size, so it can be in those actually. And then we can use the map index again, and we can set it to 0 initially. So we'll need to make a map like that. We can do 0 initialize it. So then it'll all be set to 0 initially, and then I can do yeah, I can do map, and we want to get from the map, yeah, just the map from the map, okay, and want to do map.map index of map index, okay, it's not called, yeah, it is called map index, alright, I just use the same variable names over and over again, plus equals a toy of, no, a toy, okay, yeah, I think that should pretty much say. So let me see what the compilation errors are that we have. This needs an equal sign. And then, alright, so that is not right because I need to use the map index again. So hang on, how can I do that? So map okay, no, so this isn't right. The map.map. You should challenge yourself, write it all in x86 assembly in text form, or maybe machine code with a hex editor. That's probably a good idea. I mean, like, why even use a high-level language like C when you could be using literal machine code? Yeah, I'll probably do that for the next day. That's probably a good idea. Okay, hang on, I think I did this line wrong. So I don't want to actually, I do want to set that though. So map.map index. Yeah, I just want to set that one. No. Okay. So map.map index, map index. Okay. Yeah, I set this wrong. So what I want to set it to is, I don't even know. Oh yeah, but then I need to use that. Actually, I want to do this. So map index, that. There we go. So I think that's what I want to do. Okay, map index, maybe undefined. Yeah, that's fine, because I set it to -1 initially, but it will get, it won't be, so it should be fine. And I don't want to print the contents here, but then I want to just iterate through the map index. Let's see, map index. Sure, that. That's not really what I want, though. I want just map index. I think. Now I'm confused myself. Okay, so I can do that, and then j is less than, map index. No, hand. Map index. Alright, yeah, I made this very confused. But then map index, map index. And this needs to actually be not map index, but instead I want, no, that should be map index, but I don't want to plus that, I want to plus this, right? There we go. I think so. Yeah, this needs to be that. I is less than that. So j, right? Let's see. So, okay, map. Yeah, I mean it's very confusing with the names. Okay. Alright, so that is j. So I can convert this to, no, I'm gonna convert. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'll convert this one to this. It shouldn't be negative, so it should be fine. Alright, so it does compile. I don't know that I did all the lights right, and I did not, because it broke. So this isn't right, because I want to do next math dot. No, so I want to use actually j in here, I think. No, j. Okay, let's see. Okay, no. So how can I do this? Map index. Map index. So that is, yeah, no, I want I instead. Okay, it's still segfault, and then I want map index j. That should be fine. So that is getting from in here, but we don't set that. We do set that. Okay, that's getting this one. Is this? Yo, how are you doing? All right, this one is this. That's fine, because I is that. No, shoot. Yeah, no, but map index should become 8, so that's fine. Well, 7. And then this one is being set by this, which is map index j. So that should all be fine. It's less than that. Maybe that's not right, actually. I just want the map index. Like this. Yeah, and then when I access it, you get it. Alright, it's still segfault, so that's not right. Does this one segfault? No, alright, so it is this segfault thing. Unless it's built.zing. If I count it out, then does it work? It does not. Okay, so we're having a big problem. What day you on? I'm on day 5 right now. Day 5, part 1. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to go soon though, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it, but I'm working on that right now. So let's see, where did I mess up? Map index. Okay, so that's the current map index. This could probably just be the same number though. Or I could just use I in here. I think. But maybe not. Alright, well this is a new break, so let me see where all of these break. I can comment out both of these. Does it stop segfaulting? It does not, so something else is segfaulting. Let me leave them commented out though, just in case they also are. Is it something with this? So is it this? Alright, so it is in here. Num index. Why is that? Alright, loops forever. So, cause I don't do that. Alright, and then I'll do I minus 1 here as well. So I think that's actually the whole issue then. So now let me do this, and let's see. It runs. Okay, we print out the entirety of content. But it is now just that. I don't know why, but I can print out this. And let's see what we get. So, I just want to print each number that is in here. So, you need to use the weird thing, map.map, I, map.map, index, j. There we go. Print out that. Okay. Alright, and let's see. And we didn't print out anything, so it didn't work. What if I do this? Make that I. We still don't print anything. So, yeah, something is not right. Map index, let's print that out. Do I not iterate it? I don't iterate it. Because I need to do this. So, okay. And I need to let me do that as well. Whoops. Actually, let me see if it is iterating. So that's 1. And that is a very messed up number. So, this did not work. Whoops. Okay. Let me print it out properly. Oh, it's a pointer. Shoot. Why is that? Oh, shoot, because, yeah, I am half stupid. Okay. I was iterating the wrong thing anyway, but, wait, what do I want to iterate here? Map index. Do I want to, no, I just want to do that one. So that should be fine then, actually. Okay. Yeah, so this is that. So that's not what I wanted to do. I was misunderstanding my own stuff. So 79, what is that? That is the first number. So we did get that. Okay. I see. So, yeah, I only print this out once, though, so I need to do that as well. It should be more than that, though, but something else is not right, because we have j, not on map index j. So the map index, that is where we're storing the index, but we don't ever actually store it, do we? I know what to do. Map index. Index equals map index. I think. Map index may be undefined. Why is that? Oh, because yeah, it's negative. Okay. I don't know. Now I've confused myself, and I don't really know what I was trying to do anymore. But so the map index corresponds to what? Oh, to this. So yeah, the size of this is what I'm trying to set that to. So I don't want to do that. Instead, yeah, I want to do that. Whoops, it's one of those. Map.map index. Map index. Alright, let's see that. And it is that. Okay, so that's 1 and 0. Okay. Where is that coming from? 1 and 0. 0 comes from down there. Okay. From in here. So we set it to 0. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing exactly. Okay, so basically, generating the number, that's all fine. And I'm setting it in here is the number. So this is whatever one of the numbers are. Yeah, but then we can't use map index here because that gets reset. No, it doesn't get reset. Yeah, so that should be fine. Iterating over that because that is, well, that is this really. Which is fine. It's always gonna be 8 though, so I probably could just make a definition for that rather than that. Yeah, but then at this one, I want to store a number. So yeah, really I want an index. So this can be what is this? The index, well that's really what the map index is not that though. This is going to be the index for the amount of numbers that we have. So number index, which I can't call it that because I'm already using that. So I'll just call it index. And then if we encounter this, I want to set index equal to 0 as well. And then I want to set map index equals num index, and num index, and then then I want to do plus actually. So I can set it each time, something like that. And I'm trying to print it out. Hand RYC. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. Just followed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Command theme. Sorry, my theme is just the default theme for NeoVim, I think. With like let's see, tree sitter syntax highlighting, I think. It's nothing very fancy. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Okay, operation on map index may be undefined. Okay, that's fine. Index set not used, so I want to actually set it because this is not right. Okay, let's print that out, and now let's see. Okay, I think I made this more confusing than it needs to be, but I still want to keep doing it this way. Okay, so the map index is going to store whatever the index is. So index equals 0 there. And want to iterate the index. Can I do this instead? And then it will iterate it first. Do you use lip? LSP. Yeah, so I can show my configuration, I believe, if I can open it up really quickly. I think I do have it on my GitHub as well, but I don't remember. Let me see. So I gotta find it. Yeah, I have. Yeah, here is the configuration file. I pretty much just copy pasted it from a tutorial that I was doing. I don't really care that much about configuration stuff. But yeah, so I'm using Pyrite or whatever is the LSP config. I don't really know that much about it. Yeah, but that's what I'm using. I think I have a link to it if I do. Yeah, here we go. I should probably add this to the bot, but there is a link to the config. I don't know that it's completely up to date, but most of it should be there. Yeah. It's nothing very fancy though. Okay. Alright, so how can I index? So if we encounter one of these, we want to iterate the index. So this should store the index of this, and we want to iterate that whenever we encounter a number here. So I can just do index plus plus and set it equal to index here, but we should encounter more than one number, so I don't know why we're not. Maybe I can't do this. Let me, at the end, printf contents I. Alright, why is it? So we get 7, and then why does it stop? So I messed something up very bad. And, oh, you know what? I am iterating I probably too many times. let's see. 5 on funds. And then it just skips over. Let me print I here. It's actually not an integer, but it'll be okay. Just gonna be a warning, and then let me try this. Content I does not equal that. Okay. We did segfault, so I messed something up bad, but seems to be working. C developer prog. I'm assuming that's programmer. Followed. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm running science here. Okay, still segfault. So why did it segfault? Let me not print this. And yeah, so what is that about? Is num index going out of bounds? Out of bounds of the array. Let's see. I keep messing that up. Okay. No, it doesn't look like it. But we get 3. So what is the 3 at? Let's see, 2 and then 3. So 23? We have that there. So and then 77 before that. No, it's 4 and 1. So I don't know. 4, 3. Let's see. MDS Ubuntu. I'm not sure exactly if that's how you pronounce that. Just followed. Thank you. I do apologize. I'm not good at pronouncing things. Pronouncing words. Yeah. That is kind of my thing. Is pronouncing things bad. Okay. So why is it going out of bounds? Here we are printing that. I don't want to print that. Let me just print the character. Content. And let's see what it is. Maybe I'll print the number instead at the end of this. I don't. This is the issue. I'm saying the wrong thing. There we go. Now it's gonna bus error. I've never actually had that before. I don't know what that is. Bus error. I'm assuming it's similar to segfault, but okay. Cannot even attempt a memory. Okay, yeah. So something is very bad. Okay, that's kind of fun. So what is doing that? I'm assuming it's one of these things. So let me just comment some of these things down and see what I get. Okay, so it was one of these. One of these is very bad. So map index. Okay. Is that a -1? Could it be this? Oh, actually, if it's that one, it's the next one as well. Let me print map index. Because it might still be -1. If I messed it up. It's actually pointer. Wait. No, it's an integer. Oh. Okay. Right, because it has to be, it was set to -1, so. So that's not what it is, because map index is 10 then. Oh, but that's out of bounds, so where am I iterating map index? Here. So why does it go so many times? But obviously that's out of bounds because this only goes up to 8. So 9 would be the max. So it's segfault's right there. So why is that happening? Oh, because I need to reset map index. No. Yeah, it should only iterate right there. So I don't want to iterate there. Okay. That is better. And then this is printing out. This should be, what should that be actually? 13. Shoot, I don't know what I'm printing here exactly. So yeah, this should be all the numbers for each one, but it's not. So why is that? Let me print this and see how the separation is. Alright, let's see. So alright, 169, 69. Okay. I have some of those here. Oh, but there is 0, 0. So that is fine then. So the 0, 0 makes sense then. Where is 13, 0, 0, 0? 13. 0, yeah. That's not quite right. Whoops. Okay, dang. Keep opening things. So yeah, 81, 19, 81. 19. Yeah, so it's not exactly the right order. So I definitely messed something up. We are getting closer. So let's see. Is this wrong? So we only print the number. Print that. No. And just get rid of this print statement. So what's this one? And we can just see all the numbers that we print out. So this should be every single number that's in there. 4 is the last one, and then the first one is 79, which is all correct. So that should be all the numbers. And so it's just some way that I'm doing this is not right. So, alright, equals that. Okay. So yeah, the map index gets iterated. Oh shoot, but you know what? No, that should be fine actually. And the index equals 0. So am I not iterating index though? Shoot. Yeah, I need to do index plus plus, I think. Alright, so that should actually change things. So now if I do this, it would be different. Okay. That still doesn't look right. Yeah. I don't think that's right. Yeah, we still have all that. So I think things are being overwritten. And some things are just still 0. So I'm skipping over something somewhere. So index, it starts at 0. Map index, map index. So map index would be would be 0 initially, really. It's set to -1, but that's just because of the way it's laid out. Right. So map index 0 would be set to 0. Okay. Really I want to do plus plus index instead of that. Actually, I'm already iterating it here. So yeah, I was already doing that. Okay, where is that? So why is it that way? Yeah, obviously things are being overwritten because there's a lot of repetition. Okay. Alright, I feel like also this isn't a good way to order them. Because we have many new lines here. And I don't really keep track of that. So now I'm thinking that the whole way I've been doing this is extremely flawed because of how we need to actually do things. And it's probably not a good idea to do it this way. And yeah, pretty much the whole way it's structured is extremely flawed. Yeah, and I probably need to rethink the entire thing. And I don't know that I want to do that right now because I do have to go. So yeah, I do have to go now. So I'm going to be ending the stream. First, I will push these unfinished changes that I'm probably going to completely remove tomorrow. Started on build 5. Probably need to rethink the entire solution. Yeah, so I will push that onto GitHub, and then I will have to end the stream because I do have to go. Because it is getting a little late, and I have to get up early tomorrow. So let's see. Okay, there we go. So that's on there if you want to look at it. Yeah, here's the link. If anyone is interested in all the solutions, they're not very good, but they do work except for the day 5 one. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Yeah, so thank you for everyone who's watched. Yeah, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.